Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with a special finale episode for this season of Bobby Talks. As you guys can see, we are here at Stage 5 of the COD Mobile World Championships. We got a glorious stage up here. They went all out for this, no question about it. All 8 teams competing at the same time. It was fantastic, and today we're going to be joined by Hawk's Nest to break down some of the action. Tank gonna find 1, find 2. Can he find the third? Yes, he can!
Our first win of the day, Strut!
In today's episode, we're joined by the one and only Hawk's Nest, the biggest COD Mobile Esports fanboy in all of the world, as will be evidenced by how absolutely gone his voice is right now.
That is absolutely right. I can barely breathe or talk or anything.
All right, what's been your favorite part of the event so far?
Just being here. I mean, you can watch COD Mobile Esports obviously online, but the energy of being in a LAN and like cheering like I have been is so cool. And the venue is amazing as well. Like I said, being in a LAN, like I'm used to watching esports on, this. It's a very different experience when it's that. So yeah, just being here at the LAN for sure.
What team or players are you most excited to watch outside of the obvious answer?
All right. So yeah, obviously Tribe. Outside of that, I would say on Team Omega, Whoopi, because I used to play a different game with them a long time ago. Also, I'd say Luminosity, just for NA rep, and then a few of the players on the team as well. I have either been on Tribe or I know them pretty well. So yeah, I'd say Luminosity and Omega.
All right, this is a tough one. What's your favorite match you've gotten to watch so far?
Oh no, that's an easy one. The most recent match, the one to end the first day easily, it was Skade versus Almighty. I think it was a Game 5, Round 20 S&D.
Jeff, last one left, gets the second. Can he get the reset? He's got the boxing gloves out. He's Mike Tyson in the flesh. And he's not able to get through. And Skade, upset not once, but twice.
That was one of the coolest COD Mobile experiences I've ever had, seeing that live. Absolutely nuts. And that was a big upset, right?
Yeah, that was a pretty big upset. A lot of people thought Almighty was like top 3 coming into this. So the fact that Skade takes them down twice, like that's huge for them as well.
Would you say that's the biggest upset, or Q9 getting eliminated day 1?
In my eyes, the bigger upset was probably Q9 getting upset, but to the viewer population, It was probably more surprising to them that Almighty got upset. Do you have any predictions for the rest of the tournament that might surprise me?
Well, my initial prediction for finals was going to be Tribe versus Q9, with Q9 making a loser's bracket run, and that's already wrong.
Yep.
So I kind of think we have an NA finals. I think Luminosity and Tribe. I could see that. Tribe taking it, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to rep.
All right, Hawks, thanks for joining us. Can't wait for day 2 of the action. It is going to be on Saturday, and things should be nice and spicy.
No, the double up though for Risky. Deon's heard it. But no, the quick snipe will land. Oh.
We're back here with day 2, joined by the one and only I Hold Shift. You guys recognize him from the broadcast so far this year. He has been our, I would say, our analytical expert whenever it comes to all things Call of Duty Mobile. But since you are our expert, you get the big question to start things off. Who do you feel is most poised to win the entire thing?
This is a Tribe production, right? So I should
Yeah,
say Tribe. No, I mean, fair enough. Like, Tribe is looking really solid, but I would just kind of generally put it on 2 regions. Like, NA and LATAM are both looking absolutely disgusting. So I'm kind of most excited to see when they finally have a chance to match up. Maybe there's going to be like a little inter-north to south regional battle going between them. But yeah, I think Tribe and Inco are my 2 current favorites right now.
All right. We've got half of our teams already out of the competition. Which teams were the most surprising to see in day 2, and who do you feel like is the biggest underdog still in the competition?
It has to finish off with that Skade Almighty matchup to finish off the day, because not only does Skade beat him once, they beat him twice. So that's the big surprise, I think, just because they were playing up against Team Almighty, which everyone expected to be cruising through their group. But then on top of that, none of us were even really looking at Japan as being a threat, but Scars were playing some great COD Mobile yesterday, and I think their playstyle is going to happen to probably give them some good opportunities to take their run a little further.
I agree. So you already mentioned you feel like NA and LATAM are the 2 strongest regions in the competition. Who do you feel like is the strongest? You might give them the slight edge.
I got to go with North America, I think, just off of who is currently still around. Yeah, Skade, great to be the second Latin American team, but they had to really claw their way in. Whereas Tribe and Luminosity both were on cruise control pretty much from start to finish on day 1.
If you had to take a guess, do you have an expected grand finals?
I don't remember exactly how the brackets formed up, but I think with Tribe and Luminosity, I think they're on opposite sides. I think that's the most likely winners final. and I would not be surprised to see them in the grand final as well. Yeah, I'm still high on my Latin American boys, but I think that those two have the best pathway to get to the grand finals.
I can see that happening. All right, big question. What was your biggest highlight play of day one?
I think it's the finish in the overtime on the raid search and destroy between Skate and Almighty. Nearly a 1v3 to extend the overtime again. Boxing gloves out, just couldn't quite get there. But I mean, you could pick any moment from any of those overtime matches and you'd probably have a winner. But that last one for sure was the most exciting.
Skate had so many clutches. I think like multiple 1v3 clutches by Mihawk and Pabzera.
Yeah.
Both of those guys were going crazy in the S&Ds. How do you feel like this stage measured up to your expectations for the event?
Better than expected. Like the fact that you have the multi-layers, teams that sometimes right next to each other with just a curtain dividing them. There were some explosive moments that were happening during the group stage. If we continue that through, I think we're gonna get a lot more of that as we move into the bracket. The stage looks great. I think this has been the perfect way to set up for a first ever international LAN for World Championships. It's been awesome.
There's a lot of energy packed in at one time. Things get spicy up there. Outside, winners and losers, anything else that surprised you yesterday?
Yeah, you looked good yesterday. I was a little bit surprised by that.
Okay, all right. Well, signing off. We'll see you guys later. One by one, they fall as Tribe Gaming cuts them down. The bodies are shot, and a new king is crowned. The world champions of COD Mobile, Tribe Gaming. We're here with our COD Mobile World Champions, Tectonic and Vague. Congratulations to you guys. You put on quite a show, and it was a phenomenal weekend of Call of Duty mobile action. How you feeling?
Man, there's only one answer. I'm excited as hell.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited, especially since it was like my first year competing. So knowing that my first year was this good, and I'm retiring off that is even better. So I don't have to worry about this anymore.
It must be nice. It must be nice.
All right, Vague, who was the toughest team to go against?
Oh, I'll be real with you. I think the toughest team to go up against was Wolves. They definitely remind me of like a, I guess, better version of Tribe at some point even.
Yeah. I think they shocked everybody when they sent y'all to the lower bracket. It was similar to 2020 for y'all when XSET sent you to the lower bracket. And then after that, it wasn't quite as dominant as it was when it happened then, but kind of a similar feeling.
Yeah, I guess you could sort of say that, but I mean, Wolves and XTech.
It's different times in COD Mobile though.
It is different times, but man, that team has a lot of potential. Same as like almost all these teams.
Yeah. Obviously, up on stage, you pointed out the North American supremacy and primarily Western supremacy. What do you feel like other Eastern teams can do to catch up?
Yeah, I know this is more so like a tech question. I can't answer that one.
I feel like the only thing they can do is, adapt. Like that's all there really is to it. A lot of these teams just came in raw, trying to understand everyone's play style. And I'm not gonna lie, Q9, if Q9 would have made it out of the bracket, they would have adapted to NA and everyone else pretty quickly. So it's scary. A lot of these teams are gonna be dominant as hell next year.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Vague, what was your favorite thing about the event?
I love meeting new people. Obviously, I've been talking with some of these guys in these different teams for like a while now. And the fact that this whole event was finally planned out after 2 years is such a huge thing I'm really grateful for, especially since we won. And another thing is the stage itself and the fact that it was connected with all the other events, which means you can meet like other new people that you don't usually talk to.
All right, Tech, what was your favorite thing?
Favorite thing is, I guess, just playing with the guys and having all that energy. And then honestly, this production is crazy. Yeah. Like the LED lighting and all, man. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it for sure. I'm gonna miss the experience of playing the first LAN.
Yeah. All right, Vague. You got a lot of money on your hands right now. What are you doing with your earnings?
I'll be real with you. I'm not really too sure. I'll probably put like some of it into the savings, but I have invested on getting like a brand new setup since I'll be going to Consecration.
Yep.
So I'm gonna like deck out my whole room and hopefully make something out of Consecration.
All right. Tech, what are you doing with your earnings?
I'm buying a house and I'm moving in with my girlfriend.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that is the final episode of this season of Bobby Talks. I hope you guys did enjoy and hope you all tuned into the action for the COD Mobile World Championships. We are excited for 2023, and we'll see you guys then.